Hello everyone. Today we're gonna finish our RAV4 issue with the blind spot monitoring system and leaking water. So let's get to it.
The water was actually coming from somewhere here, but we are still not sure where from. This piece of plastic here has got a lot of water sitting on those ribs. You can see like stains from old water being there and just evaporating. So something is definitely going on. We are going to remove the headliner as it's probably leaking somewhere from the under headliner, since we saw those stains here. That leads us to think that the headliner needs to be removed. It doesn't seem to be the windshield. It's probably those rails, those mounts for roof rack. It's probably where they're connected to the roof is where the leaking point is. Anyway, we are going to remove the headliner and go from there. So here on the roof we have removed this plastic piece. So any of those holes could be leaking. I suspect that this one here is leaking. Those are just holes for these clips here. All these clips, they just clip into those holes. I think it's a very bad design. That's just made to fail. I don't think this can hold water for too long. Here we started removing our headliner, and we noticed that the leak is starting from that hole there, but that's just because something's dripping on it, and it's coming from that little white bracket. So something is leaking on top of that bracket and then down the liner and into the floor and electronics. The source of leak has been identified. That place where my colleague is poking with the screwdriver, that's the place where the clip goes at the on the roof, and it just drips right onto that bracket, and then from the bracket it drips down on the headliner, and then from the headliner you see that big stain that's going down the headliner, and then from that place, from there it leaks onto the white plastic trim piece, which we already have here. It's still wet, so it leaks down that plastic trim and then down onto the, so the trim piece was here. So from the headliner right here into this trim, you can clearly see how the stain goes really nicely into that trim piece. Some stay on the rib, some water still remains on the ribs here, and then just right down here under the dash into the electronic junction here, and that's why we had our connector corroded. So this is where the leak was happening. This is where it was leaking from. The problem is this clip, the clip that goes here, it had this little rubber seal on it, and then the seal detached itself from the clip and remained on the body. So the water was actually coming between the clip and the seal, because all the other ones, all the other clips, the seal remained on the clip. Only that front clip has a missing seal. You can see here, that's a missing seal. This one is not clipped to the roof, it's clipped through an attachment to the roof, so that doesn't need it. And these ones, they all have the seal on them. we decided to also take out this rail here. We will also seal it up to make sure it doesn't even leak in the future, because we don't want these problems on this side, because this side also includes a fuse box and a bunch of other electronics that we don't want to destroy. So the sealed up with the sealant. All of those clips are going back in. So the repair has been finished. The vehicle is now operating as intended. Everything works. Blind spot indicators operate. You can see no error lights, except for the parking brake. We disengage the parking brake, close the door. Everything is fine, beautiful. Only the seatbelt warning. So, if you have a car like this, I would suggest just opening it up before anything happens and resealing that roof rail. Thanks for watching and have a wonderful rest of your day.